I've got my FanDuel app here. Is it going to allow me to bet the length of the national anthem?
No, sir. No, sir. You can't bet on that.
How come I have all this information about the national anthem? John Baptiste, I was told yesterday, is going to go under 205.
Yeah, I heard definitely take the under on that. But, yeah, you can't bet on national anthem, can't bet coin toss, can't bet color of the Gatorade, can't bet anything about the halftime show. But you can bet on the MVP. So anything game-related you can bet on. Anything that's not really sports-related, you cannot bet on.
Is that state-specific or is that legal gambling specific?
No, it's state-specific. So some states you can bet on a couple of those. There's very few states where you can bet on all those things. In fact, you can't bet on the halftime show in any state.
Right.
But some states will allow you to bet on the coin toss, only a couple. Most states say no. So it is a state-to-state difference. I know in Virginia you can bet on the NFL draft, but I don't think you can do that here in North Carolina. So every state is just slightly different when it comes to those things.
Brian Murphy, WRAL Sports Investigative Reporter, is joining us here on the Adam Gold Show. What's the reasoning behind not being able to bet the coin toss?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think the way the statute is written is specific to sports.
Right.
You know, I think some of that other stuff, you know, like with the national anthem, with the halftime show, there could be a lot of insider information getting out that doesn't, you know. So I'm not sure what, you know, there's a rehearsal that information can get out. So, but on the coin toss, which, you know, is just the flip of a coin, literally, I don't know why you can't bet on it.
I mean, we can go to a casino and play roulette. Well, I don't even know the difference. Right? Red or black. We can play red or black.
We should just be happy that we can bet on the Super Bowl at all, right? You know, I mean, last year we were unable to bet on the Super Bowl, at least legally.
That is a very good point. Brian Murphy, WRAL Sports Investigative Reporter. A couple of other quick ones, then we'll let you go. How's it gone so far? How's the handle in the state of North Carolina been? Is it doing what it's supposed to do?
Well, it's done way better than legislative projections, that's for sure.
No way.
In 2024, North Carolinians bet over $5 billion on sports. And that's without a Super Bowl. That's just from March 11th till the end of the year. Over $5 billion bet on sports. Most of that obviously was returned to the gamblers somewhere in the $4.2, $4.3 billion range.
Right.
So that does mean that, you know, people lost, you know, $600 to $700 million
no way.
on sports gambling.
I don't know why people do it. I'm bad at it.
Yeah, no one is very good at it. That's, I think, the bottom line on this. But and then the money has flowed to, you know, athletic departments, not NC State, not UNC, but all other athletic departments in the state have gotten way more money than they thought they were going to get, over $1 million at this point already. And so, you know, I think it has worked as intended, at least from the perspective of the legislature. But I think some of the people who said this is people are going to lose their money and this is what's going to happen, they've been proven right as well.
Right. No, like, I mean, if you can afford to lose, I mean, literally, I bet so little it's not even worth having the discussion. It might as well be fictitious. I do it simply because I want to see if I'm right. That's it. That's like the only reason I do it. It doesn't improve my enjoyment of a game. I was having this conversation yesterday. Like, I would enjoy the game less having a wager on it. But if I'm not going to watch, I'm more apt to bet on it. Now that we have the Super Bowl, obviously those projections are going to go up. The trends nationally have been also that the number goes up every year, right?
Right, yeah. If you look at other states, their number just continues to climb and climb and climb. I don't know where it ends. So in North Carolina during football season, obviously, the numbers have been higher. We hit about a high of about $658 million in November. I'm interested to see if the Super Bowl will push that number even higher. Could we get to $1 billion in February? We won't know those numbers until March. But, you know, do we surpass that 658? And if we do we get all the way to $1 billion?
All right, final thing. When North Carolina misses the NCAA tournament and NC State misses the ACC tournament, Will the NCAA tournament wagering go down? I'm kidding. You don't have to answer that question.
Well, here's the thing. I think we're going to see a year over year, those numbers are going to go down because it launched on March 11th last year. Like the numbers were inflated because, hey, this is a new thing. I think everybody rushed in to do it. Certainly a lot of people made money, using those free bets to bet on NC State to make the Final Four, or NC State to win the ACC tournament, those long shot bets. A lot of people made quite a bit of money there at the beginning.
You're living off that one.
yeah. Not me, unfortunately, but lots of others.
I mean, if you took a bonus bet and dropped it on NC State to win the ACC tournament and or get to a Final Four, my gosh, you're still living off that. I would have cashed that out at that point.
Well, you'll also have to pay taxes this year on that. So that's the other thing. You don't get to write off your losses in North Carolina. So if you made $10,000 but you lost $11,000, you've got to pay taxes on the $10,000 with no write-off.
Are you serious?
State of North Carolina. I am dead serious. Some lawmakers are trying to fix that bill, but I don't think it's going to get fixed in time for this tax season.
So you couldn't just deal with your account? But if you never took it out of your account?
Doesn't matter. It counts as income. So if you win $10,000 and you lost $9,000, instead of paying taxes on $1,000, you'll pay taxes on the full $10,000.
Isn't that dumb?
It is dumb. That is not how the federal government does it. That's not how most states that have sports gambling do it. But North Carolina, at the time when they passed the gambling law, probably should have updated the tax code. They didn't, and now here we are.
Probably. All right, I'm not going to get into the politics of it. I'm staying out of politics for the next 10 years. Brian Murphy, WRAL Sports Investigative Reporter, thank you very much, my man.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
You got it.